All right, guys. So once again, we are back for our second match of this ESL One fourth Cup qualification series for ESL One. Of course, if you guys do not know what's at stake, well, the top 8 teams will be going on into the playoffs, or group stages, then a playoffs. The top team out of the playoffs will get a $2,500 cash prize, as well as an opportunity to go to Cologne, Germany, to play the best of the best in the world. Of course, they'll have their opportunity at a 30,000 euro prize pool. Pretty impressive stuff right there. And every team here wants to go to that. But that's not it. You know, the top 4 teams will be able to walk away with something. Second place will be able to go home with 2,000. Third and fourth, both walking away with $1,000 each. So still a lot of reasons here, even if you don't make it up into that top spot, which is looking like Sponsolus is going to be able to lock it down once again. You know, hey, you still walk away with some money if you make it up into that second or third, fourth place. But anywho's, we are back once again. I am Brett FX, joined over there by Robot. You can't see Robot. He's just floating around here. He doesn't have a picture. He's some kind of corporeal being who just has a voice. But either way, sorry, Robot. Either way, man, it's going to be his first cast here on ESL One, so definitely treat him kindly. But yeah, really good match so far in that very first one. We have we had some really good back and forth going out throughout the entirety of the match. And now we're going to be moving on in SuccessKey versus Combat Specialist. Now, Combat Specialist team I have cast before. I have cast them in some very good matches back and forth, but I haven't cast SuccessKey in quite a while. Now, I think SuccessKey has, I don't know, they just haven't really had that successful of event. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I just haven't really cast them a whole lot. Looking right now, they are tied for 5th right now in the season rankings with 3 other teams, but I haven't personally seen much of them. Have you seen much of them?
No, I really haven't. I don't think many of their games have been caught. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what they're going to do here on Siege of Shanghai.
Yeah. Well, either way, Combat Specialist is definitely going to be trying to fight their way as far as they possibly can. They are currently tied at 11th place with only 10 points here, missing out on their opportunity and one of those cups not showing up. But we'll see if they're going to be able to make it past that round of 16 phase or not. We are going to be getting started here in just a few moments, so we'll head on in as I think everybody is in the server. Now, in terms of the map here, we are going to be on... Uh-oh, what is going on here? We got some issue here with my overlay, trying to figure out what the dealios is going down. Oh, that would be a good reason as to why that's going down. There we go. We're going to be able to fix that up just a little bit. Okay, that looks a lot better. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, here on Siege of Shanghai, it is definitely a favored map towards the blue side of the U.S. team. We have seen that many times before, where they have not only control of the bomb right away, but they also have better positioning. They're going to be able to get to that C site a lot faster. It's going to be a little bit easier to control that C site. If you take a look at it here, you can see how it's kind of cut off in this road right into the middle. And you can see how just easy it is for teams just to set up a nice little line of defense once they do get that bomb planted. If you do get control of top escalators, it's going to make it even harder, but it is fairly difficult once you do get that C site to go for C or A. It is fairly close to the spawns. You can see the main spawns here for the red team, and they are going to be very close to both of these sites. So it's going to be up to whoever's on the U.S. team, in my opinion, to try and do as much damage as they possibly can for the next round.
I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Do you think we're going to be seeing any recon kits to knock the guy off of blocks on the road?
I hope we don't, because I have not seen too much success. Even some of the top-ranked teams using the recon kits, I have not seen too much success coming out of those guys. Not to say that it can't be. I would just rather see somebody with a really good ace, even trying to use maybe a rocket to push him out. I think it would be a lot better.
That's something that I sometimes do, is I go with a recon kit when I'm playing on this map and just knock the guy off a blocks.
Well, the problem is that you're going to have to face another guy that's going to be used to playing in that position. So a lot of times he's going to be looking out for something like that. And a lot of times that recon kit it doesn't quite connect. I mean, you have to be a superb player in order to make that work. So right now we are going to be seeing CST trying to come on in towards the middle of the map. Still playing fairly passive, I would say. Bomb is going to be in the control here of SuccessKey team. As we do see, where's Bruno making his push in towards mid. We'll be able to come out with that first frag. And that is definitely going to be opening it up here for the rest of his team. You do see another push coming back in to try and take the position here of that fallen comrade. But no, a nice two-piece coming in from CST. Will be able to lay it down. But look at that. Flap and Saya both getting frags of their own. And they basically have evened this back up. But that bomb making its way over towards that Bravo site. Nobody there for the defense. And I kind of like this push here from CST. They're going to be able to get in a really good position. If they can get them up top of ledge, that is definitely a very good defensible position to be in. Oh my god. We are going to be seeing, what is this? Greenhorn, G-horn, I don't even know what it is, but he's lighting it up.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, I really like that play as well. They saw that there were two people still back in their backfield and said, "Screw you, I'm running. I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to go get a bomb plant."
And that's something, too, that a lot of teams haven't really adjusted to still, even though we're in the second season. So you don't necessarily have to kill everybody before you make that push. We do have another massive Zerg here coming in, as CST might be able to clean it up, and they do. Beautiful play right there. And that's going to be 4 players down for SuccessKey, as CST will be able to get onto the board right away. And that is definitely a very fast bomb site, and on the more difficult side, I might add.
Did you happen to see the McMahon boots jump from one of the players from CST?
The what?
The guy jumped over a guy's head and got swung like 20 feet in the air.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
And turned around and got the kill with the G18 on top of that.
There you go, man. That's teamwork for you right there. But we do see Injusto pushing back over here onto that ledge side. He's going to be able to get the frags. He does pick up Crazy. See if they can pick up the second one as well. Does look like CST will be able to keep control of some pretty good map position. We do have O'Terror. Does eventually get picked up there inside the middle of the map. We do have Saya coming around for the flank. And Combat Specialist team doing a fairly decent job here of forcing these players outside of any kind of cover at all. Flap now looking in to push up with the bomb. His teammate needs to clear out as much as he possibly can. It looks like they will be able to pick up at least one. They are slowly but surely making their way in towards that seaside, but oh, the flank coming in from CST will be successful. Once again, we're going to be seeing that bomb carrier going down for SuccessKey, almost losing it there, but where's Bruno will be able to get that final kill, and now he's looking in for that G18, takes him out no problem, hit fire for the win. And now CST is on the back foot. We might be seeing a very quick one-to-one answer for both of these teams. This is very interesting.
Yeah, that C site is going to get planted. Of course, the easier site to get down, especially now that S key is way up near the spawn for CST. They should be able to hold this off almost no issues.
Well, I think the biggest thing right now is the fact that SuccessKey has already done what they need to do in terms of making sure that they don't go to a 2-0 disadvantage in round number 2 when they do have the better side. You know, they're going to be able to come into the better side with at least one. They're going to have that knowledge that they're not going to be backed into a corner. So I honestly think that they're going to be okay, even if they do lose 2 bombs to SuccessKey. They've already done what they needed to, and now it's going to be up to SuccessKey to see if they can hold on to this map positioning that they have. Another 2-piece coming in. Where's Bruno and Flap both getting kills there on the water side of the map, and that is going to be fairly decent positioning if they can hold on to this push coming in on the street side.
And as we see, SuccessKey is majorly setting up for this base right. They're going to try and pin CST in their spawn and try and make it that 2-1 that they think they need going into the harder side of the map next round.
And Justo does get taken down. Still, we have many players pushing on in onto that street side. We do have SuccessKey, though, starting to clean up a couple of these players. But again, same thing that we saw in the very beginning of this round. just CST pushing all the way past their defense. Now it's going to be up to SuccessKey to try and hold on to this. And no, Flap does go down almost instantly. Where's Bruno now going to try to come in to finish that up? He will be able to get the frag there. CST down to 3 players alive to only 2 here for SuccessKey. And the plant is going to be going down, as you can see it right there onto the minimap on top of that alpha site. So CST, they are loving this match so far.
Oh, yeah, they've got to be very happy with the way they're playing. The harder side of the map, they're getting the second bomb site planted. Maybe they might be able to get it to go off. They've just been doing what they need to do. And they've been playing really smart. They've been running past the people that were still left behind in the other end of the map. So, very smart plays coming out here from CST.
Absolutely. Oh, it does look like CST, though, might be losing ledge control. No, they are going to be able to keep it for the time being. There's another push coming back in. They will be able to get the complete wipe. We do have Seiya now desperately trying to make his way in here to see if he can stop something, just anything. And no, that is not going to be the case. We are going to be seeing a 2-1 going into the next match, but in the favor of CST, who had the less favorable positioning from the start. That is a fantastic start right there to this match.
And yeah, like I was expecting a 2-1 in the other direction. Not even there was no doubt in my mind it was going to be a 2-1 in the other direction, or even a 2-0 in the other direction. But CST definitely coming out and showing that they like this map and they know how to play it. So it should definitely be interesting seeing what they can do on the easier side of the map next round.
I am curious. Was that CST's pick? It was. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. This was CST's pick in terms of map choices. So it does make a lot of sense there that these guys were able to do as well as they were. But again, like, you just cannot stress how much of a better position that they're in going into the next half at a 2-1 advantage on the easier side. Now, I do want to point out that our next map is Hainan Resort, which is something that we don't really see too awful much in terms of picks. So yeah, kind of curious to see how that's going to be playing out.
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think I've even seen that map played. I don't think I've watched it played. So that will be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be getting started here for our second round as soon as those players join back in. Not too sure why they dropped. Hopefully they will be joining up here very, very soon. Not sure if they had some internet issues or if they're just going to be swapping players. But yeah, I mean, going into this round, I think that, honestly, I think that CST is probably going to be able to wrap this up. I mean, SuccessKey is going to have to pull out some kind of miracle to be able to win here on this side. Not to say it can't be done, because we have seen it being done before. I mean, it is definitely possible, but definitely going to be hard. Now, on Hainan Resort, that is a very, very Zerg-heavy map, I think, I feel. And that right there, I really don't know of these two teams which is going to be favoring. So far, CST, though, they have really been impressing me just in terms of once they do get a bomb site down, being able to really control the map where they're set up at and winning out on those very, very crucial frags.
Yeah, their setups have been really good and really on point. Definitely getting control of the ledge and also staying around inside the building near the bomb sites. And like you said, Hainan is a Zerg map. I'm just going off of what you said. I don't really know. Like I said, I haven't really even seen that map played. I'll try my best when we get to it, but right now, CST is playing smart. They're not playing Zergy. They're playing really smart. They're going past the players they're leaving players behind in the backfield on purpose, and that's the way they're playing, and it's working on this map. I don't know if that would work as well on Hainan Resort.
Well, we will certainly see here in just a few moments. As do we have those players in just yet? Once again, guys, do apologize for this delay. There we go. We are going to be seeing Shark now joining. So yeah, it does look like we have a couple of players now swapping out. Not too sure if that was their main line playing or not, but we shall wait. Not too sure what they're saying up in the chat. But anyways, guys, make sure you do head on over to the website, play.eslgaming.com/battlefield. Sign up for our future cups. We would appreciate that. Get involved in the Battlefield community, as well as check out the forums. Make sure you get involved there. Give us any feedback that you guys have. We would appreciate it, as long as it's constructive. We will be trying to put it to use as much as possible if we can. Also, we do have 1v1 Little Bird, 1v1 Jets, 1v1 Tanks cups all going to be coming up. In fact, I think we have a 1v1 Tank Cup today. But we also have the winter season, which is going to be going down in just a little bit. Hopefully, we're going to be getting some information here pretty soon for 8v8s and 10v10s. If you guys want to follow as to when those cups do go live and when it's opening for you guys to actually start playing in them or sign up for them, just follow us on Twitter, ESL Battlefield. You can also check us out on our Facebook page. And of course, if you are interested in watching some of those matches going down, you can hit the follow button on this channel, as we'll try and cast as many of them as possible. It does look like we have all 5 players in the server. We have people calling for live. We are going to get this thing started up, guys. So here we go, 43 seconds. And Robot, who are you going to be calling for this round?
I gotta go with CST, the way they played that last round. The only way I could see SuccessKey doing anything on this harder side of the map is if they just went for a balls to the walls push, got the wipe, and got a bomb plant really quickly. That's pretty much the only thing that I can see happening.
You know,
right now.
I don't know that if CST plays, if they play to win here, if they don't play to try and just not lose. I know that kind of sounds the same, but if they play to win, which means that they're going to go aggressive, try and get that bomb plant down, I think they're going to be okay. If they play not to lose, which means that they try and turtle up, I think they are going to be losing this one. So hopefully they do try and play a little bit more aggressive style and win it on bomb sites, as opposed to just trying to turtle up and just play for time. But we are going to be seeing CST here on the blue side. SuccessKey team will be on the red side of the map. Again, we are going to be seeing a 2-1 advantage going in favor here of CST. They have the better side of the map. But look at this, SuccessKey opening up with a flurry, and they will be able to get that first blood inside mid. And there's a second one as well. This is looking completely opposite of what we saw in the first round. And SuccessKey, they are out for blood here.
Yeah, and like I said, they just went for a stupidly crazy push into the middle, and it worked out. They got mid control, and now they're going to be trying to grab the bomb and pushing onto a bomb site, hopefully. And the players are just getting wiped up one by one.
Absolutely. Where's Bruno here? Doing a fantastic job here so far. He is currently locking it down. We'll be able to pick up another one there. That's crazy getting taken out. But the bomb still hasn't moved over. In fact, if you take a look right now, the bomb is going down for CST. What is going on? They're trying to come in for a little bit of a back rage, and this is what was coming out to be a fantastic push here for SuccessKey, is not really being all that great. We do have Getty trying to come back in to take down the planter. Will not be able to get the frag in on him. We do have a 2-man push coming next to Statue. Now the bomb just switching up positions here over and over and over again. CST played the same exact way they did before. They're like, you know what, you want to play all crazy next to our own spawn? That's fine. We'll just go ahead and bypass you and take the bomb down to the other end of the map. Say you're going to try and clean up this last player with that G18. Will be able to do so. I don't know if there's anybody else there, but finally cleaning it up. And yeah, that could have been a very quick plant there for SuccessKey, but not the case there. CST just playing really, really well and sneaky, I have to say.
Yeah, they definitely love going for that push when players are still in their spawn area, and normally that can quite easily turn into a very bad thing for them, but it's been working out for them right now, and they're sticking with it, and I applaud them for sticking with the way they like to play.
Well, right now, CST is definitely hurting in terms of frags. A lot of their players are just not able to get those trades in when they need to, but they may be stabilizing here for the time being. We do see a really good setup overall across the board, and right now, SuccessKey, they do have control of ledge. They got a guy up on top of Bravo, but Crazy here is going to be right behind. He spots out the bomb carry. Oh, the timing right there. Turns around, not able to get the frag. That B side looking like it will be able to get planted on, as the only player left up and alive is Othar. And again, if you don't like the names being called wrong, don't have such weird names. But CST here will have to fight their way back in towards ledge. So far, they are going to be able to stay alive and fairly close to it as well. We do have a couple of players trying to fight their way out of it. There's a back rage coming in here from Marciano. Will be able to pick up one. Yes, he will. That's cleaning it out. Oh, no, but there's one hiding back behind the bomb. Sneaky position there now for SuccessKey, as they will be able to get a full wipe on CST. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a tie game here, as we will be seeing 2-2 all. Not something I expected to see, as the easier side of the map, or what we have deemed the easier side of the map, is all of a sudden getting the most bombs planted on.
Yeah, it's almost like winning T-side and T-side nuke. Like, that's the only thing I can equate this to, is a completely T-sided, a completely one-sided map going the other way. And I'm stumped. I don't know who's going to win this now.
Well, we do have some really, really good positioning coming out right now for SuccessKey. You can see two of them waiting at main spawn. They're going to basically just lock this down. They have two players going in for that crossfire. They did let a couple of them go over here for C house. And where's Bruno does end up getting taken down. So they're going to be able to come around maybe on the backside here, but big problem right now for CST is that they don't have any presence up on top of ledge. That's going to give them some really good high ground, long range shots. And instead, Saya coming around the backside, picking up one, looking for the two-piece, can't find it. Will end up getting the revive, though, on his teammate there. So Saya does go down. Gatti is going to try and stay alive here on top of that alpha site for as long as possible. But my God, guys, we are going to be seeing the hard side possibly being won on both sides. And this is just crazy, crazy to see here. SuccessKey getting a full squad wipe right there. We do see the spawns coming back in for CST. This is their last-ditch effort to try and go onto the bomb. They're going to be able to get onto the defuse right now. And Marciano, can he make it in time? I believe he may have. No, he does get picked up. And that's going to be a map 1 win for SuccessKey. Something that none of us, at least the casters anyways, had have predicted. Fantastic job by them, keeping their cool and being able to come back in the end and take the win.
That was interesting. I don't like being proved wrong, but definitely am happy that I got proved wrong. That was awesome. That was just great play coming out from SuccessKey.
Absolutely. So now going into map number 2, which will be on Hainan Resort, their map choice, by the way, which they have to be loving that one. They're going to have a slight little advantage, not just because it's their map, but also because they did have that round 2 win. That's going to give them some momentum going into this next map.
Yeah, definitely. They're feeling good. They're on the high horse right now. They definitely have to be feeling good about winning that side of the map. And winning it 2-0, not even dropping a bomb site and making it a tie game. They won it 2-0. They just said, okay, you guys beat us on the first round on this side. We'll just show you how it's done and not give you the C bomb site like you gave to us. So definitely, and they had great lockout positions. Like you said, they had two players outside of main spawn waiting for them to come in, completely hidden. And the second somebody runs through, they just get shot from both sides. They set up. They did let some people sneak by over towards water, but they cleaned that up pretty quickly. And so the setups from SuccessKey were really good on that map.
Absolutely. So a little bit of information here, a little bit of news here for you guys, because I know you guys are just like, why aren't we watching the Pain versus Uran match? Why are we watching this one and not theirs? Well, Uran just forfeited their match. They didn't have enough players. Pain Gaming gets the default win, moving on into the semifinals. So that's unfortunate. That's actually a huge shame right there, because Uran, had they been able to win that match, that would have secured them for sure their positioning in the playoffs. And now with the quarterfinals, I believe they only get 10 points. So if Slap makes it up into the quarters, they're still going to be able to tie it. We might have to see a tiebreaker going down later on before the groups actually continue on. So anyways, that's a quick little update right there. We're also going to be seeing Limited Edition taking out Evolution Gaming, and that will be them moving up into the quarterfinals, facing off against the winner of Fit for Fight or Team Verda. Now we are going to be live here for our next map, which will be on Hainan Resort, as we said before. And I don't know. With the way SuccessKey team played in that last match, they are definitely going to be feeling good. I mean, there's no helping it when you're able to take a win that handedly. You're going to be able to have a massive amount of confidence going into map number 2. Plus, it's their own map. So I'm going to say the advantage is definitely in SuccessKey's favor, but you can't count out CST yet. These guys, they have shown that they can play. They can play hard-nosed right to the wall. They can frag with them. We'll see if they're going to be able to maybe take a quick advantage here, or, you know, will SuccessKey be able to hold on to that win? So far, we do have that first play going over into the favor of SuccessKey, or I'm sorry, of CST, as 4 down right now for SuccessKey. And that bomb is going to be in the possession here of Combat Specialist. We do have him going over here towards that alpha site, which is really, really nice, I would have to say. Saya is going to be back up inside the building as well. Gets shot from behind. That's going to be a huge win right here. If CST can stay up and alive, he pulls out the G18, picks up a second one as well as Shark goes down, and that is massive. They have control of building. They are going to be able to provide those spawns in a high ground position. If they get rockets in there, that's almost a guaranteed no defuse going in here for SuccessKey. But right now, they're having trouble just getting over towards the bomb site itself. Bruno gets picked up. We are going to be seeing Injusto coming in from main spawn. He is going to be trying to clean out anybody inside building. He ends up getting picked up as well. Crazy gets taken down, but we still see Marciano up and alive next to the bomb itself. And this is looking pretty darn good here for CST overall. If we have this last second push, yeah, he does take down the diffuser. There's the rockets coming in like we were talking about here, and they just need to get the long range shots. There's Othar taking them down, and yes, they get it. Beautiful job there from CST. That is the advantage here, guys, of having the building control.
Yeah, as it would seem, the building is definitely the place to be. That double MBT lock kill coming in at the end to take out the diffuser and his friend next to him. Definitely the clutch there that made that bomb site happen. But the play to get the bomb over there after getting a 4-man wipe onto SuccessKey was definitely a great play. And the way they defended that site was definitely smart as well. They were playing from the building, like you said, and they were able to get the lost shots, the long-range shots, in, and were able to get the site.
Well, right now we are going to be seeing SuccessKey possibly answering back with a bomb of their own. And Injusto does get taken down, trying to make his way here for the defense. There's a second one coming in. Beautiful job. CST starting to line up the frags, as we are going to be seeing them 25 and 17 overall for their team. And they should be able to clean this up, as Shark and Injusto are the only ones left up and alive. And yeah, Injusto just trying to blindly go in there, maybe do a little bit of damage on any kind of diffuser, but ultimately the diffuse will end up going down. Bomb back into the favor here of CST. Which bomb site are they going to be going in for here, Robot?
I wouldn't go for the C site just because that's where all the enemies are flooding in from right now. I would go for the B site just because it is a little bit more open for them right now. And all the SuccessKey guys are sort of grouped around the path to the C bomb site, so that would be probably a really bad idea to go in for that site.
Well, right now we are going to be seeing Saya doing some work, picking up 2 frags now, down to only 1 player here from CST. This is like we are playing just a big old game of tug of war, and at the moment CST is on the back foot. We do see them now fighting their way once again up towards that Charlie site, as that is going to be a fairly difficult position to break, but I think that they have just been able to clean up everybody around it. Nobody from SuccessKey, though, getting up into that building control, making sure that they are going to be able to have that high ground advantage. And oh my god! One more scenario doing a fantastic job picking up 4 kills, almost a 5th one there. They were revives, but nonetheless doing a huge amount of damage right there. Unfortunately, his team didn't get the memo to pick up the rest of the slack, as that bomb will end up going back down on top of Charlie. And we're just seeing CST here starting to get beat up over and over and over again. But, you know, for as many times as we've seen CST getting planted on, SuccessKey is just not able to hold on to this.
No, I don't think their setups are completely right. They're not using the building to as much of an advantage as we saw CST do when they had their bomb plant. They're really just grouping up on the bomb, and I think that might be hurting them a little bit.
Right now, they are going to be falling one by one. It's going to be a 3v2 right now. as we will be seeing that G18 coming into favor. It doesn't look like it's going to be saving the day this time. Can they get onto the defuse fast enough? They are going to be able to make it just at the last second. That nade, though, is so close. Will it take him down? He's up to 55 health, and there it goes. We are going to be tying this up 1-1, and everybody on the map that time getting completely wiped out.
Yeah, just that just shows that bomb site. Everybody's going in around for that bomb site and trying desperately to make something happen for the defuse, but that double kill nade at the end there definitely helping out, taking out the bomb diffuser. And we're gonna right now, if SuccessKey can answer back with another really quick bomb, I think they're gonna have a really huge advantage going into the next round.
Oh, Shark with a really good frag there on top of Crazy. Oh, pulls out another hipfire spray as Where's Bruno actually taking him down. That's an awesome team kill going in, but we'll be able to get the revive. B site does get planted on, and as you said before, probably the better site here for CST to try and get planted, as we do see Where's Bruno now coming in from the backside. He has a fairly decent angle here, will take him down, so CST now down to 3 players. Where are they at? Looks like they are going to be coming in from the backside, actually from the enemy spawn, surprisingly enough. But we are going to be finding where Crazy is going to be pushing up now. Can he get the diffuser? He does. He picks up Gaiety. Now it's going to be up to Marciano. Not going to be the case as a full wipe goes in. Another diffuse once again, and this is just one back and forth game here.
Yeah, but these are the best games to watch. You have to admit that. These games are the best games to watch. The back and forth, when it's not one-sided, it's always something's happening on one side of the map, and then it's going right back to the other. Best games.
Well, right now, we'll see if they are going to be able to successfully hold this down. Shark is going to be able to get that plant going down. Where's Bruno picking up 2? There's that high ground advantage that we were talking about before here. SuccessKey going to be able to spot out several of these players coming back from main. And Shark just very, very patiently here, knowing that they're probably going to be pushing in from that northern spawn. Marcel does get taken down. We do have a back rage here from Crazy. And he is not going to be able to do much of anything at all. That's another 4-man wipe. All up to 1 man from CST to make the play. And he gets taken down. Full squad wipe going down. Ladies and gentlemen, SuccessKey coming back with a vengeance. And they're going to be able to make this 2-1. Look at Injusto right there. He's just celebrating, going back and forth. He knows what they did. Fantastic job right there from SuccessKey. It was looking bleak there at the very beginning. Combat Specialist had a tremendously good hold there on top of building, but overall, just they could not hang with the frags that were coming in. I mean, if you look at it right there, where's Bruno throwing down 21-7, 17-5 there for Shark. Fantastic frags for both of them. And the rest of their team not doing too awful bad. Gaddy going a little bit negative there. Injusto 5-10, but you know what? Somebody's got to go negative, and he was that man. But overall, I would have to say they picked up the fragging compared to what we saw at the very beginning of the round, and just really took that control in hand. And I think ultimately it just came down to the fact that that was their map. They just felt comfortably on it.
Yeah, definitely. They really looked at home on this map. They had the holds, even though they did get diffused on, I think, 2 or 3 times on that A site before they finally did get it down. And then they were okay. The hold on the B site was really good. They really took advantage of that building, of the high ground that allots for the team, and they just controlled that map once they got that B bomb site down. And a great work getting back onto the B bomb site. Their B-bomb site when it was planted. Very good team push back onto that bomb site.
Well, this is going to be live. They're holding absolutely nothing back here. They're going straight into the match. And, you know, I really think that at the moment SuccessKey has an opportunity to shut this thing out at a 2-1 win, which would be fantastic for those guys. Definitely want to shut it down as quickly as possible, but the fact that CST was looking so darn good there at the beginning and they just slowly but surely fell apart really showed some composure there from SuccessKey, not letting that first bomb get to them and really clawing their way back into the match. So we'll see who is going to be able to strike first blood. And with this being a 2-1, we're not going to be seeing a 3-0 shutout, obviously. So SuccessKey will have to get 2 bombs in order to end it out or go to time. I don't think that this match is going to go to time. I really don't see that happening here with how close it is. is really going to force these teams to try and get those plants as quickly as possible. So 16 seconds left on the clock, and prediction for your win here, Robot.
I think SuccessKey's going to take it. They've been playing great this entire game, except for maybe the first round of Shanghai, but then they came back and answered that with a 2-0 in the second round of Shanghai. So they've definitely been playing well for the majority of this match, and they've been definitely out-fragging CST heavily, and that's costing CST quite a bit.
Absolutely. So there's the breakouts. We do see that first play going over into the favor here of SuccessKey, which is not the case from that last match. In fact, we saw 4 down right away. So if we can see that being mitigated, it should be all right. CST does get 3 down. Now we're going to be swapping over onto the other side. Marciano, though, will be able to spot out 2 of the players from CST, but no, not enough, as we do have the last player finally getting picked up. That's going to be a 5-man squad wipe. And yeah, immediately we do see a SuccessKey going in for that alpha site plant. Exactly what we saw CST doing previously. And Injusto here trying to get a couple of frags from main spawn. Not going to be able to do so. But you know, SuccessKey, they need to make sure that they get control of that building, because as we saw before, that is a perfect position to be in, especially if you have rockets to take down any of those diffusers.
Yeah, and and I think they are going to try. I think they have 1 player up in the building right now, and that's definitely going to be a goal for them, keeping him alive, and definitely trying to keep that bomb up and armed.
Well, we do see that diffuse coming up. Nobody in a position there to stop it. Just a little bit too late there on either switching over kits or not going to be able to get in position fast enough. But CST now slowly fighting their way back. We do see them getting that diffuse, now working their way over towards the alpha site of SuccessKey. And they should be able to get that plant here in just a few moments. It's only down to 1 player, though, as CST needs to get that backup as soon as possible. Spawns are going to be coming back in. Immediately, though, we do see Gotti getting on top of that defuse. We could see Marciano going in for the possible pick here. Not going to be able to make it happen. So, yeah, Gotti is going to be able to stay alive. Gets the bomb in hand. And once again, tug of war. Ping pong, whatever game has the ball going back and forth, basketball, these players are definitely doing it.
Oh yeah, this game has been more back and forth than anything I've seen in a long time. And the setups are good, it's just this fragging skill is so high on both teams. They're able to break through these great setups just with pure gun skill.
Well, actually, I think that it's coming down to the fact that SuccessKey can make it happen when they lose it because they have the frags on their advantage. CST has been able to get the diffuses because SuccessKey doesn't set up properly, so the diffuses are going to be coming in. So I think that it really comes down to the fact that you know, both of those teams have different weaknesses coming in, but SuccessKey here trying to hold on to this last bomb site. We have Injusto picking up a couple of those frags, now down to 2 players versus 2 here. The bomb looking fairly decent here to go into their favor. Where's Bruno looking for that last kill with that G18? Can he find it? Doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to get onto the defuse, but look at that, Marciano, he is going to be able to make it. Oh my god, nobody's picked up the kill, and the defuse goes in. CST once more has been able to stop the plant, and that's what I was talking about, man. They just were not in the right position. SuccessKey team, they were going for those frags instead of setting up for the defuses, and it went in their favor.
Yeah, like SuccessKey, I believe it was Bruno, was just going for 1 kill all the time. He was going for that 1 kill on the guy. You think he spent like 3 G18 mags trying to kill him, and in result he wasn't watching the bomb and allowed them to get the bomb, and now eventually transferred back over to their B site.
So Shark is going to be back up. We do see the revives coming in. Nice pickup there from Injusto, taking down 2 of those players. Now Seiya will be able to get onto the defuse. CST, where are they at currently? It looks like they all have been squad wiped currently. We do have 1 coming up into the north, 1 down in the south. Probably going to be splitting the difference here, as we will be seeing them trying to go in for a flank. But another position here for SuccessKey to go in for that Bravo site. But they do have 2 players set up inside the building, so they might be able to do a little bit more damage than what they were before.
Yeah, hopefully, and they were definitely thinking that they got to be starting to think, okay, we're winning the gun battles, but we're losing on the setups. So we need to figure out something and get these setups down so that we can keep this bomb active and keep and win this game out finally.
Absolutely. Gotti, though, will be spawning back in. We do see Injusto picking up a frag, but going down fairly quickly after that. He was kind of out into the open. but nobody able to get onto the defuse just yet. It's getting very, very close now. We've seen that last second defuse coming in for CST. Can they make it happen once again? And Justo spawning at one, going towards Hut. Saya also getting picked up, but nobody is in place once more to try and prevent this defuse. But it's not enough, or not enough time there for CST, as we will be seeing them. SuccessKey going up 3-1 in advantage with 5 minutes left in this match.
And you see the guys from CST already think it's GG, so
it's actually not GG.
No, it's not. So hopefully they don't leave the server.
Well, right now we are going to be seeing, if they leave, they leave. It's their own fault. But we do see Saya here coming on the outside. We'll be able to pick up Crazy. Gaddy also going to be coming in from main spawn. CST, they are going to be on the ropes. They have to get the next 2 bomb sites here to tie it up, take it into overtime. We'll see if that's going to be the case here. Remember, CST did lose map number 1, which means that if they lose this one, it is all over. They will not be able to continue any further within the cup. And we are going to be seeing SuccessKey possibly pushing up into the quarterfinals. Saya will be able to find that hipfire spray. Nice pick up there, getting the revive as well. That's going to be 5 down currently for CST. Bomb in hand for SuccessKey. Plant will be going down on top of Charlie. Now this is one of the hardest bomb sites to actually keep control of. We saw this many, many, many times on the other side of the map, where over and over and over CST was able to get a defuse. We'll see if that's going to be the case here this game. Saya setting up for a flank. They might actually be able to get a few of these players.
Yeah, they do look like they're setting up really close to the bomb, and that hasn't worked out in the past, but it might be working out now.
Oh my god, Marciano here getting onto the defuse.
Is he on the bomb?
He's on the defuse right now, and he will be able to get this. Once again, the setups for SuccessKey just not right where they need to be. Too aggressive, going in for those frags over and over and over again. We've seen it not going into their favor. They need to make sure that they set up properly. They could have ended out the game right then, right there, but no. CST now answering back with a plan of their own. We have Marciano now getting on top of Bravo site. Smokes are down, which will be obscuring quite a bit of the vision going in. SuccessKey, where are they spawning in at? Looks like we have 3 over there towards the northern spawn. Bruno going to be coming up inside the building, getting that high ground advantage, which is absolutely what they need. Beautiful shots there, cleaning out that top section. Going to be able to pick up Marciano as well. Bruno definitely earning his pay here on this team as he gets the hip fire long range shot with the G18. Does go down eventually. And CST might be able to pick up another bomb here. Nade will be able to take him down. Where are the players here for CST? Nope, they are all squad wiped once again. We'll be seeing this defuse going down. Shark will be able to take care of that. We do see Injusto going ahead, pushed onto the other side of the map. I do want to point this out though. Where's Bruno is 20 and 10. Dropping that 20 bomb.
Wow.
Oh, and drops out of the game altogether. This is the opportunity here for CST. 2 minutes left. They do have enough time on this map. If they can hold off this plant or this defuse entirely, they could potentially come back here and tie it up. Oh, this is not looking good here for SuccessKey. They need to make sure they get their 5th player in as soon as possible. CST may have just been given one heck of a bone here to come back in this match. 4v5, as you guys well know, is almost impossible to continue playing here in this game type. We'll see if SuccessKey is going to be able to do any damage whatsoever. You can see now the setups taking down the diffuser. Shark does end up going down, and Justo and Gaddy now the only players alive. They're going to have to push into open territory at 3v2 here. That 5th player desperately needs to get in right now for SuccessKey, and Justo does end up getting taken down. Gaddy going in for the last second defuse, not going to be able to make it. There's a rocket to clean it out just to make sure. And yes, we are going to be seeing CST getting on the board 3-2 here in this second round. Oh my god.
Can we see another Hail Mary like we did in the last, like we saw Verta do on Parasol Storm, getting that bomb and making a
totally possible.
Great run.
This is totally possible right now. The 5th player right now for SuccessKey is still not in the match. Saya does end up getting picked up. They just need to make sure that they can prevent this plant from going down, but no, Marciano gets immediately onto the bomb. 31 seconds left. B site wide open here. And oh my God, we are going to be seeing an overtime. I have absolutely no idea how SuccessKey is going to be able to come back from this. This was their game. This was their game here, and we might be seeing an overtime.
The Battlefield gods have granted them another chance.
That they have. Shark now going to be pushing in. He picks up Marciano right here. Going in for the revive. Not too sure why he's wasting time right now on it. Now, if we do see a defuse going down, it will end out the match. SuccessKey desperately needs to get onto it right here, right now. No smokes are going to be coming in. Marciano is the last one left. He is going to be with that rocket. Takes out the diffuser. 2 down right now for SuccessKey. Can they make it happen? And Justo needs to get onto the defuse as quickly as possible. And I don't think they have the time here. It's not on their side. It's going to be so close here, guys. I think they got it. They got it. They got it. Oh my God.
Are you kidding?
Wow. Could not have gotten closer there, guys. Could not have gotten closer. That was ridiculous. In the waning seconds of that match, we saw a drop coming in there from SuccessKey. Not only was it a drop on their play, but it was their top fragger, 20 and 10 at the time that it did happen. Huge loss for that team. But in the end, they were able to stave off that pressure. CST, though, they definitely saw the opportunity, and unlike most teams, they saw the advantage, then they pressed it, and they were able to almost tie it up, a 3-3 to take it in overtime. But in the end, just not the case. CST is now done with the season. They're going to be sitting out the rest of this tournament as they have lost, and we will be seeing SuccessKey moving on up into the quarterfinals here. And they're going to be facing off against, let's go ahead and see right now, guys. They'll be facing off against Elevate in our quarterfinals match. Now, Elevate has had some issues here in the past. They've had some roster changes going back and forth. They haven't really been a consistent team as much as we have liked to have seen, especially from the NG Store Cups. They were looking really, really good, but after that, they've kind of faltered a little bit. They are a consistent, though, 3rd, 4th place team, as they have won the first 2 cups 3rd place, and they did go for 4th place in the previous cup. So they're still a very strong team to have to beat, but they're not unbeatable. They're not as terrifying as, like, say, a Pain or a Sponsorless. But my God, what a match right there. 2-0 going into the favor there of SuccessKey. And we're going to be taking a quick little break here. Our next match, I believe, is going to be, let's see, it's going to be limited edition, I believe. We'll see who is going to be able to move up. Will it be Verta or Fit for Fight? We are going to be having, I think, Slap winning. Yes, Slap makes it up into the quarterfinals. This is interesting here, guys. If Slap, now that Slap has made it into the quarterfinals, that means that they are going to be even with URAN in terms of season rankings. So they're both going to be walking away. URAN right now with 10 points, as they did make it up into the quarters. Slap now with 10 points, as they. I'm not counting them out versus Sponsorless, but it's Sponsorless. I mean, come on. I don't think Slap is going to be able to take them down, but that's going to be setting up for a very interesting tie that we might actually be having to have before we go into the group stages, which we'll have to get with our admins to figure out how we're going to be actually getting those tiebreakers into this match. So very, very exciting group stages going to be coming up. But anyways, our next match, like I said, will be limited edition versus the winner of Fit for Fight and Team Verta. And then, of course, SuccessKey will be moving up and facing off against Elevate. Pain Gaming already taking the win over a forfeit from URAN. Did not have enough players, so they did get the default win into the semifinals. So it is definitely looking like a possible Pain versus Sponsorless once again. Elevate, I think, is the only team at this particular time that's going to be able to upset that possible positioning. And we'll see here in just a few moments. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.